Happy Labor Day, everybody. On YouTube, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. This time I'm doing a very festive movie. It's not exactly a Labor Day movie, but it's an American movie made by Roland Emmerich from 1996. I have not done this yet. Independence Day. Yeah, I know I should have done this 2 months ago, but hey, COVID doesn't wait for anybody. So I want to do this movie. It's 2.5 hours, so let's get to it because it's very long. So I want to see this movie on Labor Day, and we're going to get right, to it. You can join me in the chat if you wish, and I'll be here all day. So I saw this movie as a kid. I was 11 when I saw this in the theater in '96. Hey, little Sims, you just made it. Happy Labor Day to you too. You have the day off from school, so no one should have an excuse not to see this. Yeah, I'm wearing my Captain America jersey from the back. Wait, I can't. It's got a thing on the back. Hold on. You see it? Yeah. It's got a thing on the back. There's 20th Century Fox, so this movie should be on Disney Plus, but it's not yet. This and the sequel, unfortunately. To me, the sequel doesn't exist because no Will Smith, no sequel. They should have known that when the first one came out. I saw this in the theater, 11 years old. I wasn't even old enough to see it yet. And I was so pumped because it was my first PG-13 movie in the theater. Because everything I saw before then was a G or PG rated film. Mostly PG stuff. There it is, July 2nd. Yep. The film takes place in 3 days. And I saw this a lot when I was a kid, on VHS. I saw it on TV. I didn't see it in the theater again, but because they don't release this movie that much. And they said, oh, this movie's dumb, but it's a movie about, jet fighters. It's like if Top Gun Maverick met, aliens. That's basically what this movie is. And this movie made a lot of money when it came out. Effects that still hold up, these special effects of the alien ship and blowing up the White House and all that, still freaking good, man. Yep, July 1969 when we landed on the moon. And unlike Transformers, this is the only one that's long. Because with those, every one of those films are long. All of them. Even Bumblebee is almost 2 hours, but it's the shortest. But I already did a podcast on that. So how come Henry Danger Casey Undercover won't work? Because they're on two separate networks. They're going to collide if that happens. There's planet Earth. So many problems here on Earth that, people just can't get along with each other. Wink, wink. There's the alien ship. It's like Star Wars a little bit, too. This was like the mid-90s Star Wars before the prequels came out and before Avatar in the 2000s, which I don't care about. To me, it's not Star Wars. It's boring and nothing happens. And other actors in this movie I don't like. SETI, New York, Mexico, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Institute. Yeah, there's the girl from Saved by the Bell, the college years. Yeah, I don't care about her. She's cannon fodder. She's there to die. She doesn't even have a character name. Yeah, the first person you see in this movie is an Asian. Ugh. I remember him. He was in Home Alone 4. He was in Flight of the Dead and Living Dead and a bunch of other stuff. This is a massive cast. Randy Quaid, Robert Loggia. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this movie. There's some people that are no longer with us. At least I like the characters in this movie. Will Smith's character, Vivica Fox, Jeff Goldblum, even his adopted son, I guess, or stepson. I don't know. What do you mean they will collide? Because Nick and Disney don't like each other. Disney is a greedy, woke bullshit company now, and Nick is just doing their own thing now. They don't even care. Yep, there's the American flag. There's Robert Loggia. Rest in peace, man. We miss you. You didn't have to go through COVID like we did. Because damn, that ruined everything. That fucked everything up. People are more hassles to each other now than they were on 9/11. Yeah, at least we were united back then. Now it's every man for themselves. Now people just care about themselves and not others. Look at Ask Disney this year. That's why they failed. I thought that was Alfred Molina. No, he wasn't in this. He was doing Species, another movie with an alien. This movie's not as dumb as people say it is, especially the beginning of it with the science talk and all that. I mean, they give a virus to a freaking alien. Yeah, a virus. Wink. There's Bill Pullman. Yeah, he's still alive in my book. Yeah, Bill Pullman's still a good actor. Yeah, this is the perfect movie for today. It's an American movie. I didn't want to see some movie with a bunch of bentos. Yeah, that's Mae Whitman. I didn't know she was a kid actor when she was young in the '90s. The voice of Tinkerbell and Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, and his speech is still amazing. We'll get to that about 2 hours into the movie. Worst cat in the hat because I haven't seen Shake It Up. I refuse to. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to answer the questions quick because I'm not a Q&A. It's a holiday. Yeah, that was when David Letterman was still a talk show host. He's not anymore. He retired years ago. Yeah, newspapers, something that nobody uses anymore in 2020. You think 2022 Joe Biden reads a newspaper? Yeah, barely. That's Margaret Collin. I thought it was Sally Field. When I was a kid, I said, is that Sally Field? She looks just like her. It's crazy. Their faces look almost identical. Yeah, everything is too political now. You can't even say a joke without getting, beaten up or stabbed or something. I'm like, it's ridiculous. People can't people can't just say a joke and just move on. I do jokes here all the time and nobody comes after me because it's called a joke, guys. You don't get it, leave. May Whitman also voiced April, and yeah, in the 2012 cartoon. That was I remember that. Jokes are not out to get you. They're not assaulting your. You're not. They're not insulting your mother. They're just saying something funny. And if you don't find it funny, then just leave. I don't know why people go to stand-up comedian, their events, and then they get offended when they get insulted. There's the Statue of Liberty. A beeper. I haven't seen one of those in decades. That's Judd Hirsch. Yeah, they're both Jewish. We get it. Okay, we get the joke. Goldblum is Jewish and Judd Hirsch is Jewish, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The movie's directed by a German. What do you expect, guys? The YouTube channel Shiitake Mushrooms. I don't know who that is. No, it's not. And I know a lot of people have a problem with Goldblum's acting, but I'm like, that's how he talks. He talks like this. He doesn't. He's not a big animated cartoon. He's not Jim Carrey, guys. Some people talk in a mellow voice. There's good characters in this movie. We didn't have to bring them back in a sequel that no one wanted. That's why I'm not seeing Independence Day Resurgence, because look, it's Harvey Firestein. Yeah, get it? I'm gay. I'm so gay. Yeah, that's his voice, guys. Good God, I heard his voice. I'm like, what is wrong with this man's voice? He's only in this movie because he was in Hairspray back in the 90s. But oh my God, what's wrong with your voice? It's weird. His voice sounds so raspy. He's basically doing the Christian Bale voice, and that's what it sounds like. See, I can be funny, guys. Oh, you can't say gay now, or you're gonna get penalized. Screw you. This is my channel. I'll say what I want. If I'm not threatening anybody, I'm fine. There's the original, the day the Earth stood still. Remember those TVs? I remember that. I remember this kid. This is that was the girl from Mrs. Doubtfire. What happens if Disney Channel original movies have the H word? What H word? Homo? They've already put gay stuff in their shows and movies. They live in a trailer park in California. And really, Randy Quaid saves the day too. I mean, they put the virus in, but he's the one that blows up the ship. I miss him. I wish he would just act again. I know he's in Canada now to avoid the authorities here in the U.S., but oh well. It's a good actor. He's crazy, but he's a good actor though. The guy survived Pluto Nash and Christmas Vacation too, so I think the man is more, you know, he's more or less, a fighter, a trooper. I'm talking about the curse word hell. No, they can't say it because again, kids show. Mexicans, get it? You shouldn't drink and drive or fly because you're inebriated, so you can't see what's going on. There's the spaceships. These are the mini ships that come out, the flying saucers. And this movie was so good watching this in the theater. Then you have Mars Attacks, which is like a parody of this, and it's not funny. Oh, they're killing everybody, that all these famous celebrities. Ha 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 ha. It's not funny. And it came out the same year. It takes a while for Will Smith to show up in the movie. He doesn't show up in the first 15 minutes. And this is the theatrical cut, not the special edition. The father from Blank Check. It's a lot of familiar faces here. Yep. I know today's Labor Day and not the 4th of July, but hey, it's a holiday that for Americans. I had to put something American. I was going to do Let's Be Cops, but after all the bitching I heard, I don't want to do it. I'm not. I'm just going to see it by myself. I want to see things in peace because it's been a long, grueling freaking year, guys. And the summer was not merciful on my skin. Northern Iraq, yep. And this is before 9/11, so. But the aliens go all over. Yeah, I saw your message, Little Sims. I don't care about the Disney Channel. This is not about the Disney Channel. This is about ID4. You've seen this because you're over 13. So there's a cloud of smoke. That looks nothing like Iraq. It looks like The Mojave Desert, the Persian Gulf. That's the Navy. Excuse me. It's a long movie, but I never get bored with it because they show the aliens early. They show the ships within the first 20 minutes. We don't have to wait an hour. Nowadays, we would have to wait an hour for an alien to show up, and I'm begging them, just get it done. Here we go. That was the big TVs back in 1996. George Putnam. Yeah. Because I already did Godzilla 98, so I have to do something else. Pacific Coastline, California. I know critics were harsh on this and Stargate, but I don't care. I watch movies to be entertained. That's it. I don't need to have messages in the films. Nowadays, everything has to preach, and I'm sick of it. That's why I gave up watching She-Hulk until October, because I'm done. If I have to see more stupid shit, I'm like, no, Marvel, you can do better than this, and you know it. They're dead. That guy was in a couple of episodes of Full House. You took Henry Danger Savage in your Avengers Age of Ultron because I don't care about it, Little Sims. You're talking up to me about something I don't care about. Dan Schneider is a sicko. Look it up. He made that show so he could capitalize on the superhero craze, just like everybody tried to. Disney tried to do that with Mighty Med, and they also did it. Why did Henry Danger get 2 spinoffs? We don't need it. It's too much. It's oversaturation. When we got this, we didn't get 15 more of these. We only got 1 sequel, and it sucked, and we moved on. We don't need Henry Danger. That only was made because of the freaking superhero craze. Now we get 5 Marvel shows every year, and it's too much. It's too much content. That's why we have superhero fatigue, because we have to talk about it all the time. That's why I didn't want to do a superhero movie today. I'm doing a sci-fi action film with some comedy. Plus, this is the first thing I saw Goldblum in after Jurassic Park. I can believe it. What is wrong with your voice? Seriously. Why do you sound like that? It's weird. And where the hell was Margaret Collin in the sequel? Oh, yeah, she couldn't show up because she was doing something better. I don't care about it because it's for kids. I only care about stuff that's for kids that's good, like that new Spider-Man cartoon, because it's cute. Danger's not cute. Having a transgendered actor in this movie, in the show, took me out of it. That guy with the accent and whatever, that's a woman. Yeah, that's not your mom. It's a man, baby. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a transgender person. I'm like, why would you put that in a freaking kids show, Dan Schneider? What the hell is your problem? They didn't do that in iCarly or Victorious or even freaking Sam and Cat. Why did you do that in this? Oh yeah, because you want to be progressive, even though nobody cares about these mutants. Sorry, that's the truth. A trans person is not even a real person. It's just a person that's gender confused and doesn't know what the hell they are. I'm sick of it. Okay, sick of it. And Josh, you better not say this is you hate gay people, you hate everybody. I'm not a people person. If you're affiliated and you're gonna shove it in my face, I don't want it. I said that many times since 2019. All I want to do is talk about this movie, not Henry Danger. They did make a sequel to this, but I never seen it in 2016. I skipped it because I'm like, it's pointless. Without Will Smith, this is not going to work. And lo and behold, it didn't work. Yeah, sexual things. This is a PG-13 movie. See, people are douchebags. Yeah. I'm not a people person. I don't go around talking to every single thing that exists because I'm not very social. I'm social here because I have to be, because I'm giving you guys this commentary. If I was doing this alone, I would have made this a YouTube video. Some people just don't understand. What's wrong? Why are you so biased? Because people bother me. This whole year I've had to deal with it. This whole freaking year. Even stuff I didn't think was going to be gay was, like Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. They made Yaz and Sammy gay. Why? Because reasons. Because apparently you can't do a kids movie or show without having to pander. That is Nickelodeon's decision to cast them. Hey, I don't care. There we go. Will Smith is finally in the movie. 21 minutes into the film. That would never happen. There's Vivica Fox. This is the first movie I saw her in. There he is. There's Lincoln, yeah, sitting there. That's their decision while they're stupid. And Dan Schneider made the show, so he should have said no. You don't have to pander. I'm sorry. And even casting people of color, that's getting old now. Now it's like this in everything. Lord of the Rings, the freaking Amazon Prime show, and House of the Dragon or whatever. I'm like, we get it. Diversity is important, but you can't force it down our throats. You can't. If you force something, it's still going to be forced, regardless of your belief systems. I really wasn't going to say anything except, Josh, I know. I changed it to this movie because I don't want to hear about Natasha Leggero. We get it. You don't like her. She's not in this movie. This is about Independence Day. I want to celebrate something that's American made, not some Binto pride thing that I don't. Bintos don't have an American holiday because they're not American, and there aren't any Brits in this movie, which is how I like it. You don't need Star Wars to have a Brit in every single section, or Mission Impossible, or Star Trek, or any of these other films. They do it because they want to pander. Yeah, I don't pander. I love America. I was born here, raised here, and I'll die here. There, I've spoken. I'm tired of doing these podcasts so tense, There's the World Trade Center. Yeah, it was around back in 1996. I was there. There's the giant spaceship. You don't have to say anything. I already know what you're going to say in Facebook later. I can see things before they happen. I'm not stupid. My brain is fully functional. It's on freaking, the gears are turning every single day. They never shut down. Because I'm not autistic. I have ADHD. It's a different thing. It means I have to have my attention on one thing, not 14. It's not the same thing. I can think. I can use my criminal brain. Some people don't know what that means. It means I think outside the box. That's why I do podcasts that nobody sees coming. Said you want to talk about bullshit on Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, which are not for me now. They're not for me. They were never for me, to begin with in this decade because I'm in my 30s. Why am I going to watch something on the Disney Channel? I don't have kids or adopted kids yet. And even then, I wouldn't let them watch the Disney Channel now. I would let them watch the old stuff on Disney Plus. I want to talk about this and the impact it left on cinema. This isn't some childish laugh track bullshit that we get now. There's a puppy, Boomer. Boomer's a cute dog. Yeah, that dog is no longer alive though, because it was probably middle aged. Whoa, Will. And I'm only going to mention the slap once, but not yet. See, I'm not predictable, guys. Not predictable. Will was so thin back in 1996. This was after Fresh Prince was over, the original show, not Bel Air or that reunion show that they did without. No, it's okay. I don't have a problem with the other guy. I just want to, but I'm not trying to start a war. I just want to talk. I'm talking about this because, like I said, I'm not going to do Let's Be Cops. It has two commentaries I need to listen to on my own. That kid was Buckwheat in. I thought he was a girl, but no, Buckwheat was a boy in Little Rascals, like a year before this. Yes, chew her neck. Poor Will. He's had a hard year too. We all did. It's not like we avoided. Even if you didn't get COVID, it was still a hard year. And he's a black man living in the suburbs with a light skinned black man, but still. I hope Bad Boys 4 does happen because I really want to see that. There's the spaceship. Yeah. With Endgame, what are you going to do? Talk about how Henry Danger is? It's got nothing to do with it. Endgame is an epic cinematic film. Get this stuff together. Yeah. David. Yeah, he does that Batman voice. You saw there's the Coca-Cola machines, Minute Maid, that those still exist. Checkmate, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. And this is when they put gay people in films very loosely. Back then I didn't know, but now it's in everything. And I'm sick of it. Disney sucked this year because they put too much affiliations. Even in She-Hulk, they're like, oh, we can't be funny by being like Deadpool. No, we're gonna break the fourth wall forcefully and shake our asses. Yeah, and I'm supposed to watch that and laugh? No. Gonna do a live commentary after you do yours. You wanna come? I'm gonna be too tired, little Sims. That was the cell phones back in '96. I know, Jeff Goldblum. They showed the trailer. This image was in the trailer for many months when it came out in '96. I was there. You guys weren't even born yet. See, I have the advantage of having experience, baby. That's something a lot of these Gen Z people do not have. I have it. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm a Gen X from the '80s. I was born through the best era when it came to video games, movies, and such, and even fashion. Now everything's went to shit ever since 2020. Because it's like, we thought, yay, a new decade, let's get this done. And then I ain't no mole, guys. I ain't afraid. I got COVID and I'm still here. Why wasn't there a Scooby Doo 3? Because the second one didn't do as well. Why did they wait too long? They did 2 prequels and yep, yep. Why? To the window. That's why. She is so hot, man. She's in her 50s now, and I'm like, I'd love to meet her and let her sign this DVD or Sharknado too, because she was sexy in that too. Will, it's a sci-fi action movie. Of course, they're gonna start a fight. This isn't ET where he came in peace. These are aliens that will blow up your planet. And I want to see more movies like this, but not a ripoff, just something different. I'm just sick of having a superhero movie or show every single 2 months. We don't need it. Black Adam is the first DC movie in months, live action, because Super Pets doesn't count. Yeah, well, please don't slap another person, but I'll get to that. I have a thing for black women. It doesn't mean I'm woke, because I was always like that, guys. I like dark skin. It's nice. It's smooth. Mm. I can be charming at a Comic Con. Watch me. Watch when I meet Felicia Day in a month and a half. I don't have to pull on the Weinstein because I'm not Weinstein. I'm not gonna feel her up. I'm not like that. Another alien film like this, I would be interested in it. Yeah, Karen running away from an alien ship that she's not playing an android, that'd be something different. Because in Guardians, she is an alien, like an android alien thing. But I'm saying, like, her being human and running away from one of these ships. Again, you can do it. Do something different. There's not a lot of sci-fi movies. Now if it's a sci-fi movie, it's got to be 3 hours and have blue cats. Winkety wink wink. I don't care, Disney. You're going to make $6 trillion in that movie and you're still going to be greedy woke bastards. How do you like them apples? I hate the Disney from now. That's why I don't want to see their movies anymore. After Black Panther 2, I'm done. I'm not seeing Strange World and their gay lead. I don't care. And Avatar 2 can blow me because I already hated the first one. So why am I going to want more? After 13 years, I want more of this, not blue cats. Why are you in a bad mood? Because I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it, Josh, or Little Sims. Because I've had a long summer. You didn't. We got to play outside. I had to be stuck here for a month with my brother who just got an injury. Because again, his fault. HBO. Wink, wink. Now it's HBO Max. I just don't want to answer questions all the time. It won't be there. Yep, he was kidnapped. Yep. Never change, Randy Quaid. Never change. Hmm. Oh, this part is funny. I need a laugh, guys, because do you think Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will be PG-13? No. Spaceship. The aliens abused him sexually. I saw that when I was 11 years old. I didn't even know what that meant, but I was laughing my ass off. Karen running from aliens with maybe somebody else like Kaylin. Yeah, again, you could do a Metroid movie. You ever seen Metroid? That has aliens in it too. Fighting aliens with a few other guys, it would be a hit for Caitlin. A Metroid movie. I know that guy. I've seen him before. You're so cute. She's cute. Yeah, she doesn't act anymore, but she's still around. Because Randy Quaid has passion. He's not. If I'm phoning it in, no, he's big and theatrical. I miss him. I really do. How come it won't be PG-13? Shadow's literally intense. Because they want to keep it kid friendly. Oh, there's Harry Connick Jr. He was great in Annie Live last year. Yeah, but we still get mail, just not today. NASA. It's 11:30 already. Yeah, I know. Rejection hurts. You can't do this nowadays. You can't go up in front of a man's ass and try to grab it. No, you do that and you'll get arrested. Yeah, again, they would take this and run with it. Yeah, see, the guy doesn't say anything. He thought that they were gay. No, again, nowadays that's normal. No, it's not. I'm getting Sonic 2 on Blu-ray. I want to get it. And these people act normal. They don't act like cartoon characters. Yep, here we go. Here comes the scene, Josh. Oh my God, that ass. Yep, they show her body again. Not going to complain about it. I'm a heterosexual man, so this is what I need. Mm. God, your body is a temple, Vivica Fox. Uh, mm. God, her ass is so huge, man. It's fantastic. Yeah, there's that stupid Bintova. Well, she's not a Binto. She's just not good in the movie. She should have been in this one scene. Welcome, make yourselves at home. Yeah, and you die, you stupid bitch. Yeah, I know I shouldn't say that, but I don't care. I said I'm getting it on DVD, John. Why you keep reading my stuff wrong? Well, whatever. DVD, Blu-ray. What's the difference? It's a high. And I said I'm getting the first two live-action Scooby-Doo films. I already got it on Blu-ray. See, and the strip scene is short. It's not like Showgirls where all they're showing is the bodies. And with Blonde, that's coming out. What is it going to be? A 2.5 hour softcore porn. That's basically, or with drug use. Marilyn Monroe's going to be doing cocaine and then getting fucked in the ass. That's what you're going to see for 2 hours? No, thank you. Nope. Not for me. Not for me. Plus, it's a movie. It's not going to be. It's going to be fictionalized. That's the NC-17 you're going to see, Josh. All this sexual stuff that doesn't need to be in a movie now. There's nothing you can do to shock me, cinema. Nothing. I've seen everything. Nearly everything. Unless you do something unexpected, I'm like, oh, Marilyn's getting done in all of her orifices. Wow. Played by a Spanish woman that's cute, but looks nothing like Marilyn. I don't need it. Heavy sexual content doesn't mean you're art. Because if that was the case, then adult films would be art. Walk to the window. This is my commentary, and this is a long movie, so brace yourselves. The aliens don't even attack until about 40 minutes into the movie or 50 minutes. A Shlemiel, we get it. You're Jewish. Hmm. I saw your message, Little Sims. It's fine. Yeah. No one's going to do that because Biden is almost 80 years old, and who would want to put a hand on him? With Trump, they tried to 2 years ago. Because again, people are so angry. They can't go out and take a walk. I couldn't because it's going to rain today. Levinson, yeah, that's Jewish. I saw your message. No, you can stay. I'm not gonna complain anymore. We're not even an hour into the movie, so we got a lot of talking to do. Hmm. Not everybody's gonna agree with what I have to say, but that's fine. I was born into controversy, guys. And I never slapped anybody in my life when it came to, these celebrities that are trying to they can't even take a joke anymore. They have to just like assault people. You saw he has a laptop in 30 minutes. Kaplooey. Hmm. I hate those motorcycles outside. If you hear that, those are motorcycles. Apparently, they got to be making noise every day because it's a holiday. Get it? I guess John wants to talk about the film. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to talk about Henry Danger or Q&A. I know you guys can't see anything, but I can because if I show footage, I'll get a freaking cease and desist from Disney for 20th Century Fox. Yep, Kaplooey. Yep, they blow up the White House. The first thing they 9 minutes. How come you didn't do Let's Be Cops? I didn't want to hear any complaining. I just didn't want to. Tired of people complaining on Facebook about girls that all I want to do is post girls and pleasure myself to them, guys. That's all. I'm not trying to do propaganda here. I'm not. I'm on Facebook to express myself. That's why I joined back in 2011. Not to be a dick, not to preach bullshit, not to start getting people's faces. I want to talk to people that I haven't seen in years. That's what I want to do. I'm not leaving Facebook for anything. Where's the? Where's my? IBM. I remember that. These stupid protesters. Yeah. You. I don't even like that actress, and she's not British. I just don't care about her. They put her in Saved by the Bell so late that nobody cared about her. She was replacing Jesse, and she wasn't Jesse from the original. Here it comes. Yeah, you stupid bint. They're like, wow, they're opening the pod bay doors, Hal, and then kaplooey. See how stupid people are? They'll believe anything. We're not going to always agree on everything, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be a dick on the inbox. I don't want to deal with that next year. I mean it. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not posting anybody unless you know who a freaking is, and that's it. Because I'm just tired. Been burnt enough. I haven't seen your live streams yet, Little Sims. I'll try to see it in the fall. Because like I said, I'm busy. I'm a busy man. I have to do things at home a lot. He's on his laptop. And 1 second, and time's up. Mm-hmm. Now they're gonna blow you to hell. You stupid people. That's like in Man of Steel when people just staring at the beam instead of running away. Because again, people are sheep and they're stupid. Kaplooey! So no, the White House is not the first thing to blow up. This building is. Stupid, stupid people. At least those people have a sense of running away. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. And they did a lot of this practically. Look at that. Yep. Eat it, humanity. Eat it. What do we have to do to be civil with each other? We want aliens to blow up all these major cities? Yep, there's Harvey Firestein. Goodbye. Yep, you're burnt. Gets killed off screen. Yep, I made it. There's the White House getting blown up. Yep. Goodbye, helicopter. I had a rough year too, Josh. I had COVID. I couldn't do a podcast for 2 weeks. You can't say the same thing. Nobody can unless they got COVID like I did. I've been upset a lot. I know. I know. But I'm not going to keep posting pictures of Haley and I got to hear more bullshit. No. I post no more pictures of her until her birthday, and I mean it. No more. I'm tired of getting burnt over a freaking silly picture of a character you don't like. Just say you don't like them and move the fuck on. I did that with the hobo. I haven't spoken about her in 2 years because she's dead to me. I already said that years ago. After Rise of Skywalker, nobody cared. Chaos Walking came out and flopped just like I predicted. Nobody cares. You're only a flavor of the month in Hollywood. Yeah, they like your flavor, and then when you run out of flavor, they want to replace you with the next person. That's why Chris Pratt's in less movies now than he was back in 2014. Because people are tired of his preachy bullshit. They're tired. They're tired. Why do you think they went to National Cinema Day last week? $3 tickets for every movie. They didn't have to see the preachy ones. I didn't. I saw The Blob. They're in a tunnel, so this explosion still looks great. Slow-mo shot. Boomer, run! Yep, he survives. Look at the dog. The dog just barely made it. It's like my dog. I don't like that she pisses on the floor, but I don't give her a hard time. She's an animal. July 3rd, the very next day. Improvements, you'll get improvements next year. Because if phase 5 is not an improvement over this bullshit phase that we got, I'm done. I mean it. If the next movie, if Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania doesn't blow my socks off, I'm done. Because I'm not taking it anymore. Yes. I know, I get car sick too. He gets car sick. Ugh, that's gross. He gets car sick. I get car sick. Yeah, not in a van, but not in a RV. But I read your thing. Shake It Up is bad. I know. I'm not going to watch it. I don't like Bella Thorne. I've said that. See, and I moved on. No, I know, but they're stupid. They were standing on a building instead of leaving. Yeah, but his wife doesn't die from an explosion. She gets like sick and then dies in a hospital bed. That almost happened to me, but it didn't because my mom got a second chance. You guys don't know everything about my life. I've been through a lot in 20 years. A lot. 9/11, sickness, freaking the COVID, freaking, violence, college. I've been through a lot more than you guys have done. Unless you can match my misery, yeah, you can't know how I feel. That's why I'm always angry a lot of the times. Because people give me so much stress on Facebook instead of just praising stuff and just talking to me normally without strings attached. Because that's not asking for much. And Will Smith disappears for a while. Like, you don't see him until he starts fighting the aliens in the ship. He does Air Force One on them. Here we go. Finally, Will Smith showed up. He missed that whole action scene because he was doing this and Men in Black at the same time. My mom almost died 2 years ago, and it scared me. Yeah, exactly, Josh. I've been there. This is like the briefing scene with Luke and Henry Connick Jr. of course dies because he's not a main character in this movie. It's a good actor. It's too bad that he has to die here. See, I felt bad for when people died in this movie, except for the stupid people in that building. But you know, Yeah, and Top Gun Maverick was the biggest movie of the year. We'll see how great that movie is when I finally watch it. I'm reviewing it this month, if I can, just not tomorrow, because I'm going to do another podcast for another action film from 1996. And so Will Smith doesn't start saying funny stuff until after he he gets the alien in the desert. Black Knights. Because everybody in the world is like, wow, they could make a good sequel to a movie from over 30 years ago. Yeah, if you put the effort into it and you get all the affiliations out and just throw it out, you don't need it. The movie's made over $1 billion and it's not a $200 million budget movie and it doesn't have Disney's name on it. Oh my God, they can do that? Yeah, this movie did it too in the 90s. It didn't make $1 billion, but it made like about half of that and didn't have to have affiliation. The gay guy is dead already. There's no transgender people. There's no freaking, non-binaries. No, there's normal freaking everyday American people in this movie. Mainly, just saying, it's not that hard, guys. Tell me one Binto that's in the Top Gun Maverick. Nobody, because they knew that a Brit would fuck that movie up. Because they always do. Look at what happened with Chaos Walking. Look what happened with 3655. Look what happened with the last X-Men movie. Yeah, not New Mutants, the other one, Dark Phoenix. Yeah, you cast a bunch of Bintos and you wonder why it failed. Because Simon Kimber can't direct. Can't. This is our American holiday. Ours. There. Here we go. This is like the X-Wing pilots fighting against the Empire. Against the X-Wings. I mean, the TIE fighters. Nope, there's a force field. We're still friends, little Sims. It's just I need to get this out now, so I don't have to do this tomorrow. There they go. There's the little ships. The babe. This was like Star Wars if it didn't take place in space. It was just on Earth. You did not shoot that green shit at me. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, yeah. This is like Star Wars, and in '97 is when they re-released the original films again. I wish I would have seen it, but my dad didn't want to take me, so it's a very entertaining movie. And these effects still look great, even uh, 26 years later. It still looks amazing compared to some of the CGI I saw in that Avatar sequel, that trailer. I'm like, this looks like a video game. This doesn't look like a video game. No, we don't need a season four. Casey Undercover ended fine. We don't need a season four. I don't want them to ruin a good thing. Zendaya's already too popular to be on the Disney Channel anymore. She's done with them. She doesn't want them to turn them woke. Come on, fly. I can't shake them. Star Wars. That's a lot of great acting from Will Smith. That you just see his eyes, you don't see his mouth moving, and he's wearing a mask, which everybody had to. I hated wearing masks for 2 years. Felt like Darth Vader. Here we go. Take that, Army base. The Air Force, man, they get messed up. So my third Chucky thing, yeah, after I see your second one in October. Because October, yeah, the September's short. It's only 30 days, not 31. Because July and August being 31 days, I felt it, man. It was so long. Yeah, sir. Fuel's low, I know. Hmm. Whee! That's awesome. That's awesome. See, this is how you do it, Michael Bay. You just have explosions that make sense. This is the scene, guys. Yep. Yep, he made it out alive. Well, the movie's only half done. Was just leaving comments on your picture, but I think a Metroid movie would be good. Yeah, after Sonic, they've proved in that yes, you can make good video game projects either on Netflix or in the theater. I miss this Will Smith man. He cracks me up. And see, unlike Kevin Hart, he's not screaming half of his dialogue. This is the punch, guys, that was seen at the Oscars. He's the alien and kaplowy. Yep, right in the face. There it is. Welcome to Earth. And he did the same thing to Chris Rock. Yep, there it is. I mentioned it. Yep. Now that's what I call a close encounter. Yeah, that movie was much slower than this. Yeah, he literally punches the alien in the face. That's great. Yeah. How come Disney shows don't get movies anymore? Because they're not popular anymore. You saw that. That's hilarious. See, I saw that in the theater when I was 11, and I'm like, yeah, I was pretty scared because I didn't know what was going to happen next with the aliens. They were pretty scary. They weren't going that 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 that. This guy looks like Kylo Ren if he cut his hair. It's yeah, he gets air sick. No, I get car sick. Yeah, I know. I know in the 80s. I know, especially in a post 9/11, COVID world. We need more episodes of the Chipmunks. We're getting that. Who's the vice president in this movie? I forgot. Yep. New Mexico. They didn't make the can the hat comes back. No, because they can't. After that 2002 movie or 2003, yeah, they they didn't do another live action Dr. Seuss movie because they're not allowed to. If they do, they'll get sued. They can only make them animated. That's why the Grinch was animated, and the Lorax and Horton Hears a Who. They have to only be animated. They cannot be live action. These aliens are not screwing around. It's already 12 o'clock. Yeah, this movie's long. It's a very long movie, but it's the last 2.5 hour movie I'm gonna do for a while because I need a break. I did so many movies that were 2 hours this year. The original Star Wars. I did some of the Marvel movies and the DC movies. So, yeah. This is a woman. I could have been at a barbecue. I don't know why he's dragging the alien. I guess because for the plot, so that he can show the alien, so he can get clearance. Again, he's in a desert, just like Luke. Yeah, it's very Star Wars. This movie, and it's better than the rehash trilogy. Yeah, because it has its own ideas. The aliens are just wiping everybody out. If they did that in Rise of Skywalker, it would have been over. We could have moved on, but no. They have to just recycle ideas. A map, yeah. I remember when people used this. Secret military installation, codename Area 51, Nevada. Mm-hmm. And no, I'm not going to count the newscasters that are British as Bintos, no, because they're barely in the movie. I'm saying like a main character that's from another country, no, because again, if they don't do a sequel to the Cat in the Hat, it would have been more of a Spirit Duck book. Yeah, if it was animated. So they're all wearing COVID masks. See, even back in '96, they knew that something like this could spread. There's Brett Spiner, yeah, from Star Trek. He wasn't that old in 1996. I know. And these effects on the alien still look great. Like when he's grabbing the guy by the neck and you see it doesn't look like Avatar. And I'm glad it has a distinct look. Nowadays, everything has to look like a freaking video game. And I'm like, no, I'm tired of it, guys. Marvel, I can excuse them for their movies, but their shows, they need to have better effects. If not, don't even put effects. WandaVision didn't need a lot of special effects until the third act. In the first episode, it was just props. It wasn't like a CGI character. Disney wanted to do a Zap 2. No, it's not going to happen because Zendaya, again, is done with Disney Channel. She's done. She was done after Casey Undercover wrapped. She's on to bigger and better things now. She's in the Spider-Man movies. I don't want her to be screwed over by Disney. Hmm. And everybody had a poster of this movie when it came out. Yeah, they have a ship like like in Return of the Jedi when they stolen an Imperial ship. This is the autopsy scene where they're trying to open up the alien. Yeah, this scared the shit out of me. I was 11, guys. Again, you guys weren't even born yet. Josh wasn't born until a few years later. Little Sims wasn't born until like what, the 2000s? Yeah. Who keeps an alien in the basement of a secret base? Look at that. That's awesome. Those look amazing. A live action Carmen San Diego. I won't be surprised if they do that because they did a cartoon on Netflix. Hmm. No, they don't talk. Yeah, through their flashy eyes. Alien. Yeah, yeah. Again, psychic, telepathics. Hmm. That's what they all say. How hot is it today? Let me see. I'll be back. Not leaving anyway. 81, 81. It's 81 today, 81 degrees. Who's worse, Matthew Broderick, Spectre Gadget, or Mike Myers? They're both terrible performances because they were badly written and badly directed. No! I gotta get. I would say Mike Myers because he had to be under that makeup more. Yeah, he had to be under a lot of makeup. At least with Gadget, he didn't have to wear makeup on his face and that fursuit. Look. Take that, white man. That's great. Yep, clearance. Look. Yep, I got an alien. I beat him. At least Broken Arrow is a lot shorter. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. It's not. It's not 2.5 hours. Let me check how long it is. Hold on. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So here it is. Also from 20th Century Fox. Uh, it's 100 and hold on. I need my flashlight because it's too dark in this room. Next year, I'm going to be doing my podcast upstairs when I can. An hour and 48 minutes. So this movie's a lot longer, shorter. I'll be doing this one tomorrow because this is a request because they wanted me to review this. No, I'll just do a podcast. It'll be a lot easier. There we go. No harm, no foul. I haven't done a podcast for Broken Arrow, so it's a good movie too. See, I'm calm now. It's just I had to get that out of my system, I had a long, long year. Well, that ride should be taken down because it's so dangerous. It was just a incident in Six Flags where it malfunctioned. Restricted area. You saw he has a Ghidorah toy. No. Again, nobody would judge you now. He has a Godzilla toy and Ghidorah, which wink wink. See, and there's no racism in this movie, which is great. Again, nowadays everything has to be so shoved down your face. Yeah. Nowadays it's like everything's gotta be black, everything's gotta be ethnic, everything has to be diverse. Why? You don't need that in everything. Sometimes less is more. Because Naomi came out and it flopped. Because nobody cared about it. Yeah, this is the autopsy scene, even though it's not dead, but they're They're trying to. This scared the crap out of me in the theater because this was so loud. Who does an autopsy on an alien body that's still alive? Yeah, wait till it's dead and then you can do the autopsy. Oh God! Oh my God! See, it opens up like a face hugger, but they don't face people. And the hand is moving. Again, why are you doing an autopsy on an alien that you know is not dead? Practical effects, guys. Good practical effects. See, they don't see the hang. Yeah, it's not dead. You should have sedated it or something. No, there's no bentos in this movie. There, the eyes open. Yeah, that looks great. Did ILM do the effects for this movie? I don't know. I know they did Men in Black, but look at that. That looks amazing. That still looks amazing to this day. I don't know if they did or not. Yep. Aliens don't look like that anymore. Now they look like blue cats in front of a green screen. This movie was not all in front of a green screen. They had real sets, real practical effects. The aliens were actually on screen. We could see them. Nowadays, everything is too digital. Does every movie need to be Avatar? No, it doesn't. You can make things on screen and actually see them. That's why people love Maverick so much because it's not all digital. You know, they might probably had a few digital shots, but not the whole movie is real people flying those planes. Ooh, are there any ladies attractors in this movie? Yeah, gorgeous black woman Vivica Fox. Release me. Yeah, I remember that when I was scared to death when I was 11. See, this is her, gorgeous black woman. To this day, and also Margaret Cullen is pretty attractive too. She looks like Sally Field. Look at that. It's on frame and you can see it. Look at those feet. It's like hooked like this, like a praying mantis. Not all aliens can look the same. Yeah, Josh, but do they have to look like blue cats and skinny? They don't look. They don't have like hands like this or a big head or no. They look ridiculous. Plus, it looks terrible. That motion capture looks like a video game. There will be no peace. No peace. Nope. Never. There will never be peace on this earth. I wish there was, but no. Die. Mm-hmm. Die. He's using him. No, don't worry. The president's fine in this movie. Mm-hmm. Not what I meant, but Metroid, they can look like in the games. Yeah, they look like they don't look like face huggers. It would be too scary for Kalen or no, it's not too scary. Just make it like the game. The Metroids look like this. They're round and they have spikes and they have the little balls like that. You can do it. They can do it just like the game and make it. It doesn't need to be R, but because the games were for kids mostly. But you can make it PG-13 and strong, like this movie. Hmm. Yeah, now you killed it because they can be killed with conventional weapons. They're not Godzilla. Mhm. No ice. Because, like I said, does everything need to be digital? It looks weird. Like you go from this and Men in Black to a whole movie looks like a freaking video game. How? How did we get to that? Oh yeah, because James Cameron got lazy. He doesn't want to make real movies anymore. He wants to make video game cutscenes that are 3 hours long. That's not for me. So if you ask me, John, review it. I won't do it, guys. I'm not going to waste 3 hours of my time in December. It's too cold, and I want to focus on Christmas since Shazam was taken away from me until next year. Thanks, Avatar 2. At least Monster High is going to be short. It's not going to be 3 hours. We know. Will Smith thought his that I guess partner, because they're not married, that she dies. I'm like, no, she doesn't. They did the big mistake in the sequel by killing both of them off. It can be a strong PG-13, but not too strong where it's underperforms. No, and no gay stuff. You don't need to make Samus a lesbian or non-binary. Make her a female, like in the game. Have the suit and have her fight aliens, and there you go. That's great. Yeah, on the GameCube, I've heard. Yeah, that game, the Prime games are good. I played the original Metroid, the Game Boy game, and the Super Nintendo game. You could do it, guys. It's just you could put CG. Just don't make it look like a video game. If it's not a video game, the Metroid is a video game. Yeah, we're almost done. We're about halfway through the movie. We got another hour, but yeah, it's that long. Past characters, a mix of CG and animatronics is a good blend. Yeah, again, like aliens, you can do it. But it doesn't work because they have a force field. No, it's still there. Oh, they didn't. The movie would be over now, but no, we still got another hour. No, Still there. Celebrating too early. It's like when they hit Godzilla with missiles in the remake. Nope, they're still there. Ugh. It's like in Return of the Jedi. They had to shut down the shields before they could attack the ship. Ironic, Jasmine, because he worked on the Aladdin remake, but I haven't seen it. Did you see the video on YouTube where Zendaya's eating Italian food? No. I know, Will. We all know that. Yeah, she's dying. It's like the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy. See, this movie has emotion behind it. Don't you want to look at the chat? I don't because I'm like I said, it's the same thing. I want to take this scene in. Let me have a moment, please. Dramatic fade out. Yep, July 4th, the 4th of July. I was alive and I had COVID a few months ago before, but I made it. 2D. This movie takes place in 3 days. A computer virus Kylo Ren, everyone. Why are crossover comments repetitive? Because you guys don't know what else to talk. Catch cold. Wink, wink. Judd Hirsch, you're such a treasure, man. We're gonna miss you when you. He's gonna give them a virus, a computer virus, because they don't do a pandemic in this movie. How would you rank the Despicable Me movies? Well, I haven't seen Minions 2 yet, so the second one is my favorite one. Then the first one, then the third one, Minion. Last will probably be the well, I would say Minions is probably the third one because the first one is my least favorite only because I don't like the villain in that. It's annoying. Yes, I do see it. Emmerich and Devlin like to put product placement in their movies, whether they directed it together or wrote it together. Yep, take that, Coca Cola. I like Pepsi better. Computer virus. It works. Just like in the Death Star, they have to shoot the proton torpedoes into the hole. Whoa. He sounds like a game show host. Upload the virus. That's exactly what they did in China. But again, I'm not going to talk about that. Thank God there's no COVID-19 movie. I don't want to see a documentary on that. I got it and I know what it feels like. But I survived. I never lost my hope. It's like the Millennium Falcon, or the Imperial Shuttle in Star Wars. Hmm. We're an hour and 41 minutes in. Do you think you have any requests for a live commentary in October, maybe? But no. Yeah, Will Smith can act in this movie. Hmm. Good rapport, and then him and Will Smith don't even work together until the third act. You're fired. Yep. Hmm. Yep. He had to go film the Blank Check with that kid. Yeah. Rest in peace, actor. And I care about these people. Yeah. Wow. What a broad concept that I can care about these people, even the pilots that are flying. In your cellular commentary, how come you said that Michelle Jones movie doesn't exist? It doesn't. It's like, oh look, it's the Arabic guy from Iron Man. Yeah, yeah. He said he was in Iron Man. I forgot that he was in this movie in a cameo. There's the Israel flag. Yeah, all the countries are going to war. Yeah, the Palestinians and the Jews fighting alongside each other. Because again, we're one people, even though people have so many differences. Yeah, the Brits are in the movie, but they're in at the end, and they don't do much. They're just there. They're not main characters. The Asians, 5 hours. The big attack begins at 5 hours. That was Japan, yeah, because they couldn't put China in this movie because of what happened. What were you saying, John? Yeah, no, the Michelle Jones movie doesn't exist. It's like Morbius saying it's Morbin time. It doesn't exist, and she's not going to get a spinoff because Zendaya's already busy doing other stuff. The one who's going to get a spinoff is Miles. He's going to get his own live action spinoff because we already know he's going to be in the MCU real soon. Anna Maria should fight an alien someday or get a live action badass moment. I'm open to that. Yeah, as long as it's not sexual, it can be done. Just because you do something like that doesn't mean you can't escape. Brandon Lee did The Crow and then died after that. That was not his fault. It's just they did a stunt gone wrong. Anna Marie is just fine. She didn't get assaulted for real. It's a movie. It's not real. A documentary is real. Yeah, I love Randy Quaid that he actually does a heroic thing at the end. I miss you, Randy Quaid. I know he's still alive, but I wish he would do another movie. Just shave your beard and just do another movie, even if it's in Canada. I miss you, man. I miss you. Because Dennis Quaid, good actor too. Bingo. It's a good actor. I really like him. I grew up with his movies because I saw Christmas Vacation when I was a kid. Yes, girls like Anna and Dakota, even Hallmark, are going to get bigger things. Yeah, Will Smith was a TV actor and got you once he did Bad Boys, his star was on the rise, and by the time he did this, he was a superstar. Everybody knew who he was in 1996. I knew who he was, and I didn't watch Fresh Prince all the way. Recycle. Mm. You look great, Vivica Fox. I miss Will too. I know people like, oh, you should hate him for what he did. Again, it was a mistake, guys. That will never happen again. Trust me. Now, you know what they should do at the Oscars? Have security be there so that nobody gets on stage that doesn't need to be there. It's just a thought, guys. They should do the same thing in movie theaters. Yeah, he does marry her. This man and this woman. Keywords. Yeah, holy state my ass. Nowadays, with gay marriage, that already ruined that holy matrimony. It's not holy anymore. Yeah, that's what people say. I do, not I will. Bad Boys Force happening still, and did they think they need to security for theaters? Yeah, they need more security. We don't need anybody else getting on stage at concerts or at comedy, at comedy night or at the freaking movie theaters. No, we need people that belong on stage to be there, and no one else. It is count as its own thing. Why isn't it the number one? Because it's animated. Security is a good thing. They have it at Comic Con. That's why no one gets assaulted there. Here comes the speech, baby. The sequel can kiss my ass for that. This is the speech that everybody in the world knows about. Oh yeah, yes sir. Exactly. It's a good speech, man. Well, today's Labor Day. I love the speech, man. Yes sir. If Nickelodeon on the channel, what would Disney do? I don't know. But if the day was about to say, we will not feel right at the end of the night. Yes. Woo. Yes. Yes, we are. I survived, baby. We celebrate our independence. Woo! Well, it's Labor Day. It's close enough. I love that speech, man. I get chills every time I hear it, man. That pumps me up, man. I love it. It's like Cap's speech in Endgame. Whatever it takes. I love it. It's words that are profound, man. I love that. Oh my God. I had chills in the theater when I saw that. People were clapping. Bill Pullman, we love you, man. Never change, man. Never change. That is one of the greatest speeches in a non-dramatic movie. And this movie has plenty of drama in it, but man, that nailed it. Dude, he just freaking nailed it, man. We will not go quietly until the night. Never. We're not going to hide in our houses like a bunch of bitches. We're going to live on, and COVID will be beaten next year. I survived it. We will survive. That I believe in. I love that speech. It pumps me up. I feel like just going in a jet fighter and just flying. I love that. It's great, man. This third act it kicks ass, man. Again, where was this in Force Awakens? Nowhere. I really. What do you mean you don't know? You don't know what if Nickelodeon got on the channel? No, they can't do that because again, rights issues. See, there's emotion behind this. These are not just cartoon characters or superheroes. These are normal people. And I missed this. I missed this in cinema, guys. What speech are they going to have in Avatar 2? This is our land. They already did that in the first movie. Cigars, I don't smoke. So yeah, you see my excitement? I love that. That speech just gives me chills every single time I see it. Unlike Henry Danger, did Casey Undercover have forced humor in it? With the foreigners and that van people, yeah. All you saw is a HAL 9000 reference. Picture of his family. Later on, I'm going to see Captain Marvel. Because again, I don't care what people think, guys. That's how much I don't care. I'm like, I want to be entertained. If you got to give a speech that's good, keep it short and make it powerful. This is great. And this movie doesn't have a post-credit scene. The Marvels is going to be a huge movie next year. It's going to be next year's Top Gun Maverick. The first one, people keep forgetting, the first Captain Marvel made over $1 billion pre-COVID. And Brie is just as popular now as she was back then. Partner, what's up? Happy Labor Day, Electric Dino 75. Oops. Oops. Whee! This would have been a fun ride. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's just fun. Like they have the rapport that there was missing in that rehash trilogy. And Brie isn't alone. No, she's not alone. We got three badass women in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's all we need. We don't need any more. And yes, even the president is going to fight again. He doesn't want to sit behind a desk and do nothing. Woo woo! They're in space now. It's the only scene in space. Most of the movie was like the beginning started in space. I did a movie commentary on Sing 2. I haven't seen Sing 2 yet. To go into space. It's quiet up there. No agendas in space. There's the mothership, yeah. Even the prequels did this with the droid army ship in Phantom Menace. Why do you think the Phantom Menace meant so much to me when I was 14? Because it was a sci-fi spectacle. Yeah, tractor beam. Oops. He has his laptop with him on in space. That's great. Here we go. This is like the Battle of Yavin or the one in Return of the Jedi. It's like a mix of that. It is very Star Wars, this movie, but it did its own thing. Instead of having, they had the military, the army and the navy and the marines, all instead of the rebels and the empire. The score is really good too. Forgot to mention that. Yeah, you saw how I reacted to that speech. That's how I was in the theater when I saw Spider-Man last year. I was on the edge of my seat when I saw Tobey Maguire walk out of that portal. I was on cloud nine. It was 2002 all over again. See, I can feel good in the theater. It's a dopamine that hits my brain. It's like a drug, man. Boom, and the excitement just go courses through my veins. That looks great. Again, even the inside of the ship looks, real. It's actually on screen. It's not just a bunch of CGI. And again, this movie did not cost $200 million. I think it was like 90 million in '96. It looks like the Death Star, in Return of the Jedi. There's all the aliens. That's a digital effect, but it looks great. Just killed a lot of time. We're almost 2 hours in. Yeah, the movie's very long, guys. But I think if you cut the beginning of the movie, like all these stupid characters in the first 20 minutes, I think the film would have been much shorter, just for pacing issues. Power windows. Yep. Look at the alien. And this doesn't have an alien queen. That's stupid. They tried to do that in the sequel. I'm like, you're ripping off aliens. Does every movie have to do that? Oh, uploading the virus. Yep. Yep. Roger Bravo leader. Yep. And they don't see it. Caitlin's coming back in 2023. Where I get to see her in a princess movie next month. Both movies she's an executive producer on. Yeah, she deserves the success. The shield's not down. 2 hours and 1 minute in. Yep, direct hit. Here we go. They're damaging the ship. Here come the spaceships. Yeah. That's not stupid that the president fights the aliens. Again, it's a movie. It's not a documentary. Yeah, here we go, baby. Yep, it is. Run. Presidents fighting aliens is cool. It's not stupid. Like me, people. Yeah, people don't know how to lighten up and just have fun with a movie and not analyze it to death. You know, does a movie need to be this long? No, a Metroid movie could be under 2 hours. It'd be fine. Hide, hide. Yeah, that's gonna help. Hiding. I'm not Jewish. I know he's not. Yeah, there's not a lot. There's some Jews in the movie. That's funny. That's a good joke. See, it's short. They don't have to stretch it out like a Melissa McCarthy movie. Here comes the blink beam. I know they're the Death Star blast, if you will. Except it's like this, not like it doesn't shoot in a horizontal. It shoots vertically. There's too many of them. Yeah, I'm in range again. Star Wars. It's a good battle. It's long and it doesn't beat around the bush. There are casualties. Nope, you're blown up. Besides, if people are sensitive to jokes, then stay home. Yeah, not every joke is out to get you. Again, I know what a joke is, guys. I can laugh. Oh yeah, there's some Randy Quaid. Oh yeah, who's that guy? He doesn't let me down. So good, man. So good, man. Yep, it failed. Launch failed. Yeah, jammed like Luke's blaster. He has to sacrifice himself so yeah, for his family. I'm gonna do my Zap Live commentary. I already did that month. All right, you alien assholes. Yep. Yo. It's good. So, boys, I'm back. Yep. He blows everything up. He blew everything up. Randy Quaid's a hero. That son of a bitch did it. Yep. Yes. Thank you, Randy Quaid, for this movie. I could take this hat off because I bore it for over 2 hours. I think I need a break. I'm going to take a little break and I'll be back on the computer soon. He's sad because he lost his father, but the movie could have ended here. But no, we got to see the what happens with Will Smith. And here we go. This is the finale. Might as well smoke him if you got him. They usually don't smoke in a PG-13 movie now. Hey, what's up? Good night, Irene. Ha ha ha. Yep, gotcha. Fly us out of here is not. It's fun, man. How come the Lost in Space movie wasn't like this? Oh yeah, because it was boring. That movie was so boring. The show was never that boring. This movie was awesome. It's a little bit too long, but again, it's a Roland Emmerich movie. His movies are long. Stargate, this one, Godzilla, even White House Down. Let's go faster. Jurassic Park. Yes. It's like Lando when he leaves the Death Star. Yep. Woo! Yep. Yeah! I love that. Yes. He says must go faster. That's from Jurassic Park. I love that movie so much. And that came out in 93. Bye, aliens. Mm-hmm. It's very Star Wars. White House Down is fun with a great cast. Yeah, and it was like the last good movie that Roland Emmerich directed. After that, he just gave up. Moonfall. What the hell was that? You put a Fat Binto and you put Toto Africa in a freaking space movie that makes no sense. This did it better, and this was over 20 years ago. And even Godzilla, I had fun watching that. There's the Africans. Wakanda forever. Yeah. There's all the countries of the world celebrating the death of these aliens. That's Egypt, I think, yeah. Australia. They did it, man. Mm-hmm. And they're in the desert at the end. This movie is so much better than that rehash trilogy, and it's also better than Rogue One and Solo because it knew what it was. And there's not one action scene in this movie that's in the dark. You can see everything. Roland Emmerich is not going to do a movie with the lights off. Even the scenes where it is dark, you can still see things. Nowadays, everything has to be shot in the dark, and I can't see a word. I can't see anything going on. Solo was so dark, so poorly lit, and I don't get why. See, happy ending. That's what we wanted. Still holds up. This movie is still a great freaking movie, man. It's still good, man. We needed Incredibles 3, I wish, but Disney's not going to do that. It's a good effect. They're looking at a green screen, but it looks great. Disney intends on doing a Luca sequel. They better not fuck that up because I love the first Luca. You know how important that movie was to me. It was in my top 10 last year. It was beautiful. Well, that was Independence Day, guys. 2 hours and 60. This is the theatrical cut, but it's still long, though. It could have been 5 or 10 minutes shorter. Awesome movie. Still holds up really well. Thank you for this movie, Roland Emmerich. Doesn't make me emotional like other films, but because it's so long. But 2 hours and 16 minutes is long. I think the special edition is like 2 hours and 25 minutes. Yeah. There's 9 minutes of restored footage. Yeah, so it's about the extended cut is about 2 hours and 21 minutes. But yeah, I wanted to take it easy and just do the theatrical cut for today. They're not going to make it. Well, that little sim because Disney wants to do more woke stuff with more progression, but that's them. This movie's not owned by Disney. I'm so glad Fox did this over 2.5 decades ago. It still holds up. If you haven't seen this movie, what are you waiting for? Stream it, or buy it, or rent it, or do whatever. Just watch this or any other American movie. Happy Labor Day, guys. Take it easy. Be safe. Don't play with fireworks. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next podcast. Take it easy. And take this off.